Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my people, how are you all doing? Today I'm going to discuss the 1965 constitution. This is the constitution which transitioned the Gambia from the colonial era to the independent state. Well, looking at the provisions in this constitution, first look at the Legislative Council. I mentioned that Legislative Council in 1960 was changed to House of Representatives, and in 1965 still remained the House of Representatives, but become fully a representation, meaning each and every district in the Gambia was represented. All right, and by looking at the Executive Council, we realized that by 1962, when we take a step back, the Gambia, there was a major constitutional reform which realized the introduction of a position called the Prime Minister or the Premier. The Prime Minister position was introduced in 1962, and the first person appointed to this position was Sadauda Kairaba Jawara. And who is the Prime Minister? The Prime Minister from 1962 becomes the head of governance, and the governor becomes the ceremonial head of state. All right. In 1965, the governor appointed 8 ministers. We said that in 1960, it was only 6 ministers who were appointed by the governor. By 1965, the prime minister is the one who appointed, and he appointed 8 ministers. That is the provision from the 1965 constitution. And it is this constitution which gave the Gambia to represent itself internationally. Well, before 1965, the Gambia was part of Commonwealth. But how were we part? As a colony to the British. So we were part of Britain, and Britain was part of Commonwealth. But after gaining our independence in 1965, we become a member like Britain in the Commonwealth. So we are represented in the Commonwealth, that is independently.